just looking wide at the trip, isn't this a nice kind of test for what you guys have established right now, what you're trying to build to, kind of a test against the West? And even Norm said maybe folks didn't think that a Spurs Heat game as Game 5 for both teams would be as a marquee as it's turning into.
Right, I mean, and you have to embrace these opportunities. It is early in the season, but it's also something that's fun. Right now, that 30 days ago when we started training camp, probably league-wide, nobody would be thinking that this is a game that people might notice, and we've earned that early on, and now we just have to approach the game with the appropriate way. They're playing very good basketball, so are we, and the game goes to the competitors, and we're looking forward to it.
How nice is it to have guys like Cass and Tyler around on this trip? I know there's probably no necessary update on their timeline, but just having them in the mix.
Yeah, it's good for them. For us, sure, it's always good to have them around, but I think it just speeds up, the whole process when they're around the guys, around the game, around the whole travel routine, and participate in some of the things that they can do, which they did this morning.
Anything that you're noticing in the early trends of what Coach Johnson is doing in the sense of how they're getting the ball and the places they're getting Wemby the ball? I mean, the last game he didn't even shoot a 3, which is a little different from what he's been doing.
No, they're an aggressive team. They're a paint-oriented team. Top 3 in points in the paint, things that are at the rim, offensive rebounding, all of that. And Wemby is a guy that's basically doing it from every region. So your team concepts have to be locked in. He can get to these spaces obviously a little bit quicker because of his size. So you have to be in your spots early. There has to be an awareness. There has to be a physicality. But they're a very good driving team, attacking team, and we have to be ready for that.
Has Wemby reached the point where there are Wemby rules because he is such an outlier, or during the course of a season, unlike the playoffs, can you not get too much off of your precepts for something that unique?
Yeah, I'm sure the specificity of him, that will probably happen more with the Western Conference teams. What he's earned for sure right now is the great player rules. There has to be an absolute commitment, whoever's guarding him, to be detailed and disciplined, but also the other 4 defenders have to be activated. You have to be involved, and you can't expect the guy guarding him just to handle his business. But he's definitely earned that kind of respect right now.
Coach, Victor is taking 6 fewer threes per game this season, and he's attacking the body a lot more. How much more difficult does it make that to scheme for him?
I think that's part of the reason, why he's getting to the free throw line so often. Over 10 a game, and you have to be early and ready because he's going to be taking the ball to you, and there's an assertiveness that you have to be prepared for.
Also, Coach, when you think about the matchup that Khalil is going to have with him, what are the things you're looking for specifically in that matchup from Khalil?
It's going to be the way they play. There's going to be a lot of different guys on them. So it's those principles I just talked about, taking the challenge on the ball, but the other 4 defenders have to be activated for sure.